What's good, y'all? It's Coffee back with some breaking NFL/crime news, man. I know y'all seen this story all over the headlines today, man. We're talking about Earl Thomas, former Seattle Seahawk, member of the Legion of Boom, Pro Bowler, just NFL great, right? He's not in the league anymore, but he has a lot of accomplishments. And for that, we know he earned a lot of cash flow, right? But this is some cold-ish. His ex-wife, you see them all happy at their wedding, taking marriage photos and all that. Cold-blooded, right? She and her new man been running it up, robbing this man, taking him to the bank, literally. And let's get to it, man.
Former NFL safety Earl Thomas is the alleged victim of an identity theft scheme. And look, the details around this story is pretty wild, so let's get to it. Kevin J. Thompson, the boyfriend of Thomas's ex-wife, was arrested in New Orleans and is accused of cashing the former safety's NFL checks, stealing from his bank account, and transferring car ownership for several vehicles. Thompson is now facing charges including identity theft, forgery, money laundering, credit card fraud, computer fraud, and bank fraud. Thompson allegedly opened an account in Earl Thomas's name at Jefferson Federal Credit Union in May of 2022. Thompson then moved at least $700,000 from Thomas's accounts into the Jefferson Federal Credit Union account. Now, Thompson then withdrew cash from that account, including $50,000 in May of 2023. But there's more. Thompson also allegedly transferred the title in multiple vehicles owned by the former Legion of Boom star to himself before selling the cars and keeping the money. Now, how did it all fall apart? Well, a Texas credit union where Earl Thomas had one or more accounts contacted Jefferson Federal Credit Union regarding suspicious activity. The credit union then alerted law enforcement in June of 2023 after concluding that someone other than Earl Thomas had opened the account in his name. One day later, Thompson was arrested at a Jefferson Federal Credit Union branch in New Orleans. Thompson was driving a Rolls-Royce SUV that he had transferred out of Earl Thomas's name, and after being released, Thompson tried to retrieve the Rolls-Royce while driving a Corvette that had been reported stolen in Atlanta, so he was arrested again. Right now, Thompson is free on a $730,000 bond. He and his attorney declined to comment to NOLA.com on Tuesday. The alleged victim, Earl Thomas, he was a 7-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro and Super Bowl champion as a member of the Seattle Seahawks.
Man, oh man, can you guys believe that? This dude only got arrested because a bank, this credit union, was it in, did they say Texas? I forget, comment. But reported some suspicious activity, and that's how the authorities got involved. And he shows up in a blue Rolls Royce getting arrested, right? Then gets out on bail, $700,000, and is like driving around in a Corvette like, yo, where's my Rolls at? Like, that's mine. Fluck Earl, fluck his identity, all that. I need my whip back. The audacity of people, man. But it's just crazy, you know, his ex-wife, Nina, I wonder if they ended on bad terms or what. Who knows, you know? As y'all heard, this was going on since May of 2022. Could have been even before that, but it's just insane how long it was able to go on with these large sums of money and transfers going on and new accounts. It's just simply flabbergasting and befuddling to me on another level, because real talk, comment if you guys feel me on this. I'm a regular Joe, right? I'm a regular working stiff. And sometimes if I'm spending money at a store that's in a different neighborhood, they don't, like recently I moved, and every time I would, you know, try to do a transaction somewhere, it would come up like decline, and I'd hit wifey on the phone and she's like, oh yeah, we got this notification. They want to know if it's really us. You know, there's like all these different things put in place for suspicious activity with the system or the algorithm. We know algorithms run everything, whatever the case is, however it works. Like, this is suspicious and you got to okay it for some chump change, more or less, just some everyday spending levels. And then this is 1.9 million altogether, big transfers of money all over the place. And it took this bank after over a year to finally say this is suspicious. It's just so crazy to me. I don't know. Tap in and let me know if you feel the same way. But that just kind of cracked me up. That dude got arrested in the blue rolls, gets out on bail. How did he make that bail too? You'd think that after they've been arrested, or he'd been arrested, because I don't believe the wife's been charged at all, that, the access to dude's money and all that would be deaded, but somehow he makes this $700,000 bail, and then he's whipping a Corvette, driving around like, yo, where's my Rolls at? I need my Rolls Royce. They're like, yo, that ain't yours, B. I don't know, but a lot of different serious charges there. What do you guys think about it? Is it going to be a hefty prison sentence for this man? What's his name? Kevin Thompson, New Orleans man, who's now with Thomas's ex-wife, Nina. Pretty wild. Let's talk about it in the comments. And then one other quick NFL story I wanted to get to regarding my Buffalo Bills, man. Just a really, really tough, heartbreaking loss to the Bengals. These struggles that are going on. We sit at 5-4 now, about to face the bulk of the schedule. And there just doesn't really seem to be any answers. Everyone, all the Bills content creators and all the fans, as we discuss it all, were like, yo, something's got to change. Maybe offensive coordinator Kevin Dorsey's going to get fired. Something's got to give. And more or less in the pressers and stuff, it's just like, hey, we're just going to keep trying, or just roundabout answers that really didn't tell us anything. It felt like nothing's going to change. Well, Latavius Murray called a players only meeting, and I like this. Okay. A lot of people find it odd that this guy, a first year Buffalo Bill, is the one calling the meeting, but you see what he's talking about. Like, he doesn't want to just be talking. He wants to win. And I like that. He's a veteran. He's been in the league since 2013. And, he realizes and recognizes the talent on this team. And I don't know, hopefully something can come of this, that the players can get it together and focus. I don't know, what does everyone out there think? Bills fan, not a Bills fan? Do you think this will change some things up? I like that, even though dude is a first year player with the Bills, I like that he stood up. He's a veteran. Something I've pointed out time and time again about my Bills on this amazing run that we've been on is that the team has been like a family. Morale has been high, ever since McDermott came to Buffalo and changed the culture of this team for the better. These dudes have all been on the same page, have all been positive, have all been motivated. And lately, aside from the struggles that we've seen on the field, a lot of people have been pointing out just the way Josh Allen and other dudes just look unhappy, like something is up. Maybe this can change that, So let's talk about that as well. Sub up, stay tuned for updates. It's Coffee, talking music, news, sports, and more. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.